I'm Bob Price. I have been a member of Temple Betham for 36 years. And I'm here and pleased to tell you something that I think of almost every day, and that story is of my roots. I was born in a city of 550,000 people, of which 220,000 were Jewish, most of them living in the section of the town that I lived. That city is Newark, New Jersey. In Newark, we had a little shul every 3 blocks and only 2 conservative shuls and 1 classic reform shul. I attended Cheder at Talmud Torah until I was 16 years old. Every day I passed my grandmother's home and had a nosh on the way to school and a nosh on the way home from school. But what made this section and my life so special were the 4 years that I spent at Wequahic High School. The school was 90% Jewish, and all the Jewish teachers at my school had PhDs. The reason they taught at the school instead of universities was because Jewish PhD scholars could not get jobs in universities. Our school was absolutely outstanding. So outstanding that I was the only one in my graduating class that did not go to college. I took for granted the fact that I was Jewish, and I lived a very, very Jewish life. I had no understanding what that was until at age 19, I joined the US Navy during the Korean War. And in the Navy, my very first night, sharing a bunk with a young man from Owensboro, Kentucky, who would not believe that I was Jewish because I did not have horns. He was adamant about that. We became close friends. Being the only Jew, I can tell you that after 4 years in the Navy, I was the only one in my fighter squadron who was discharged without a tattoo. Because every time that I had liberty on my cruises to foreign cities, I got to visit a shul and chose to go on Saturday and be there for Shabbos. And I did learn a little bit about being Jewish and what my Jewish background meant to me. It became so critical. I picked up Sidurim and I could read them, and they were the same liturgy that I used when I grew up in Newark. I keep looking back as to how special those days in that community were for me and how it has helped me understand my Jewish values, where I am today, and about the Jewish people who are not just isolated locally, but are the Jewish people, as few as we are, throughout the world. And being with them feels like one is with family.